my channel, and if you are new here, please do hit the subscribe and notification button so you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. This video I actually wanted to make it last night, but the topic, it just got me so emotional that I decided to go to bed and make this video in the morning. And I did have nightmares at night about it. Now this topic, it didn't really hit the news much, at least not all over the world. But it's about a young mother in Dallas, a woman by the name Champagne Williams, who made a Facebook post asking people to help her watch out and look for her 8-year-old son. Her son, Keydall Jones, is autistic and non-verbal. And she also wrote that the police refused to help her look for the boy. Somewhere along the line, the police was involved, and the police started searching for the boy. The family had already started the search on their own. And of course, they made an announcement about it, the police. You could even see it in the local news there. But about 15 hours later, Keydall Jones was found in a pool. The pool belongs to the apartment near where he lives. He was found in the pool dead. As a mother of an autistic child, I always pay particular attention when stories about autistic children are out there, or anything that affects autistic children, because of course, like other mothers of autistic children, we have some kind of similar fears. What happens when our children get lost, and if they are not verbal or they don't know how to explain where they live, what measures should you take? So this story really caught my attention. Now, as soon as the boy was found dead, the mother put another post out on her Facebook, and I have to read it to you. Hey Facebook family, I had found him. He's dead. They found him in the pool. And thank you for your help and support. Please keep us in prayer. God bless.
My biggest concern that my baby could be hurt somewhere, or he's with somebody that don't know how to take care, deal with his personality right now, because I know he's hungry.
Now this post was also shared, and people started making negative comments, even went to her Facebook page and started making comments. Many people accused her that she must have killed the boy, that the post was heartless. The wordings, even the word used, someone wrote, I would never use that word dead for my child. And the way the post was brief. But I went through her other posts and realized that she actually makes those kind of short, kind of unemotional posts. A lot of other people came out to accuse her. It turned out that the boy ran away early in the morning. According to her, she wanted to put her kids in the car, and while she was strapping one child, Keydall ran off. A lot of people found that suspicious. How can't you run after the child and catch him up, or at least you know the direction? Why don't you think of going to the pool first to look into the pool? That anybody with an autistic child would always go first to the water. One man even accused her of not going out to the pool when the boy was found. He wrote that he was there. The mother didn't come out of the house. The father just came out but didn't come directly to the pool and left after 2 minutes. So there were lots of comments like, you left your boy there all alone in the water. It was really shocking, the kind of post that appeared there. Some even posted that she was responsible for the bruises on the boy's face and his teeth being knocked out or being crooked, that she must have been maltreating this boy and now got rid of him. So there were a lot of comments like that. It was really shocking to read those comments. I doubt if her page is still open on Facebook, because the comments were flowing in like that at that stage. And some people really were asking others to stop making such comments on the page of a woman that just lost her child. So as I said, this story really got to me because I have an autistic child too. We often wonder about that. What happens when they run away? What happens when they get older, if they get into confrontation with the police? There are a lot of things that you worry about. And if you have a child on the spectrum, you will also know that depending on how severe it is, you may never have a moment breathing space. It's a lot of work for the parents. And parents need the support of the society to cope with this child. And because this case raises a lot of issues, I decided to really talk about some of these issues here. One thing we can learn from this is how dangerous social media can be. Within seconds, information is flowing. Everybody is aware. People can come to your page, especially if you don't have the private setting, and write comments there. A lot of mobbing can go on in social media. It can drive people to suicide. We have to be very careful how we put our ideas across, even when we believe those ideas are justified. This is a mother that just lost her child. The worst part about it is that in future, when another mother is looking for her child, if she thinks about this case, she may be very scared to ask for help. Like in this case, this mother was able to rally help in the neighborhood by putting it out there, only for the people to come back and criticize her. It is only with time we will know what actually happened to that boy. If you have an autistic child, you will know how difficult it is to look for help. Sometimes you are scared to ask for help because people don't really understand what your child is going through and what you are going through. They immediately try to look for where you are getting it wrong. Parent shaming. When you're black or colored or an immigrant, people always tend to suspect the worst or seem to think you don't know how to handle or deal with the situation. So I was while sympathizing with the woman, the mother, and the family, one can argue that this sharing of information, people coming to write what they know, could help the police in their investigation. So if actually that child is the victim of a crime, the culprits will be brought to book. But this is really a difficult one. And I would really like to hear from you in the comment section what you think about it. What's actually the right thing to do? This is something we need to talk about. But most importantly, in this video, I want to draw attention to the challenges of raising a special needs child. If you belong to a minority, you are black, colored, an immigrant, you can't speak the language properly. All these are issues which make it even more challenging for the parents. Getting access to help, being understood, being really helped to give this child the best they need. When you belong to a minority, or you're an immigrant, you are black as I said, you don't get as much help as other people do. You don't have as many opportunities as other people do. And even when those opportunities are available, as a parent, you are not given as much regard and support as other parents are. Nobody is really looking at your mental frame of mind. How are you coping with raising that child? Nobody pays much attention to the parents. If the parent isn't feeling right, how can she do the best for her child? Autism is on the rise in the black community. A lot of black children in the diaspora are on the spectrum, are having autism. The increase is alarming. I saw some videos years back where black mothers in Canada, Australia were questioning why autism is so prevalent among black children there. The same thing now here in Germany where I live. About 20 years back, you could hardly see black children with autism. Now these children are on the rise. Something is going wrong somewhere, and we don't know what. And not just that, the help is inadequate. Yes, there are medical facilities there, but apart from just giving a child therapy, there has to be support for the family, for the mother. And that support should also put into consideration the cultural background of the parent. You can only help the parent if you know the cultural background and you are neutral to it and you can help. So this is also a special shout out at our young people in diaspora and young people that belong to minorities. We don't only need more social workers. We need special needs teachers, teachers that are specially trained to teach children that are challenged. This is a very, very important aspect of society that we have not yet penetrated. And I really hope for the good of the black family, the families in diaspora, we really need to put ourselves out there, not just in social work, psychology, medicine, special needs teachers. These are valuable professions, and we need to break through there to help minority and immigrant children and to help the families of these special needs children. Because when a mother cannot cope or doesn't know any way out, is burnt out, it could sometimes end in a tragedy.